Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday. In this video, I'm going over the NBA underdog picks for the early games. Have 5 props, maybe 6, that I want to share for the 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock games. Hopefully, that'll get us going to get us into the late games. We got March Madness all day today. Some crazy games. First 2 days, Purdue once again losing in a remarkable fashion to a loss to St. Peter's, 15 seed last year, 16th seed this year, and I believe they lost 3 years ago to like a 15 seed as well, or maybe a 14, probably a 13 or 14 seed in North Texas. But today we're looking at the NBA picks for the early games. Let's get into it. As always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate if the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't signed up on Underdog, you can use my code PROCESS for a first deposit match up to $100. They have some good best ball drafts too that you can take advantage of, like the baseball ones that are coming up. $10 entry, 100K to first. Gonna be sweating that out all season long. So definitely not just pick 'em contest, but if you're in a state like Pennsylvania where you can't do pick 'em, you can still do the drafts and make some money that way and have fun that way. But today, first prop that I'm looking at is Nikola Jokic over 11 rebounds. So he's going up against a big New York Knicks team. They're going to need Jokic to continue rebounding. His reboundings have come down a little bit the last 3 games, but not really worried about it too much. The last 3 games against the Knicks, he's had at least 11 rebounds in all 3 of them. And all 3 of those games, he hasn't played more than 30 minutes because of either blowout or foul trouble or whatever the case might have been in those 3 games. But Jokic, close games, he's playing 34, 35 up, and it's basically a two-horse race now. Embiid has kind of taken over the MVP odds like he should have, and Jokic is probably going to want to keep up with Embiid, who continues to just dominate. 7 straight wins for the Sixers. Embiid, monster game last night, blowout fashion against the Hornets. So Jokic probably want to keep up and have another good game. He's also been putting on a show recently, just with the MVP odds heating up, and Jokic wants to win it once again. So I love the 11 rebounds on him. You can take the PRA if you wanted to. His scoring has been better, but I definitely think he'll be able to get 11 rebounds at least against a Randall, Mitchell Robinson, big front court. Second Nuggets player that I like is Jamal Murray, over 6 assists. He's has hit this really well recently. Actually hit this in 12 out of his last 16 games. He's has at least 6 assists. So you're still seeing Jokic assist well, but 9.5 assists. Typically that could be like at 10. So some of those assists are going to Jamal Murray. The Nuggets are, now that they have their guys back with Porter is there and Aaron Gordon, those guys are all healthy. You're seeing this team put up a lot of points, and they just have so many different guys that can score. And Murray, he has the ball in his hands whenever Jokic doesn't. Facilitates, scores himself, has a high usage rate on the team too, even though Jokic does take a good amount of it. But I think against the Knicks should be, if the Knicks do have Brunson back today, which it looks like they will after he practiced in full, say it'll be a competitive game. The Nuggets have been struggling a little bit, but they're still putting up points. Their defense has just been struggling. But either way, in Madison Square Garden, I think Jamal Murray can continue racking up some assists. So those are 2 props. The third one that I like is another Nuggets piece, and that's Michael Porter Jr. over 21.5 PRA. And he's been scoring really well recently. He's been rebounding too at a decent clip. And his points are at 15.5. So basically, definitely can get you 4, 5, 6 rebounds. That'll be a hit. And then if he happens to give you 1 or 2 assists, you'll be happy because right now you need like 16 points, 5 rebounds. That's 21. And then you're just looking at half an assist. So feel like out of the 3 props that we have available, the PRA is probably the best one because if Michael Porter Jr. gets you 1 assist, that's all you need. If he does cover the rebounds and points. So just a guy that's hit this in 4 out of his last 5 games. He's been playing better and scoring better and hitting his threes. So I like taking him. Like last game we saw KCP go off for 20 points. Don't really expect that happening. I think Porter will kind of, he still did have a decent game, give you 22 PRA last game, but probably won't have to sweat it this much if KCP doesn't put up that many points, which he probably won't back-to-back games. And then on the other side, the Magic props, we do not have any. We have no Kawhi Leonard today, so we're going to be looking at some Clippers props too. But on the Magic side, Franz Wagner, 23.5 PRA. It just seems low. 4 out of 5 games he's cleared this, even though they're getting good production from Banchero. And Fultz had a great game last time out, and his assist, what was that, 5.5? Is that 6 now? So I think it might have been at 5 last game. But either way, it's up to 6 now, which I don't hate, but I think you're getting a good discount. His PRA is 3 less than Fultz, which Wagner can score much better. Um, he can give you rebounds, a couple of assists, but the Magic have played tough, so I don't think this game will get out of hand at all, especially without Kawhi Leonard on the other side. And then looking at the Clippers props, if you want to make this a 5-pick, try to get 20x here. You have Paul George, 27.5 points. Don't hate that. PRA is at 39.5. You have Westbrook, without Kawhi. We've seen his rebounds go up, and we saw in the game against the Warriors, Russell Westbrook ripped down so many offensive rebounds just because of nobody on the Warriors was guarding him from the three-point line. So whenever a shot goes up, he'd have a clear lane to the basket, which he'd be able to jump in and get some offensive rebounds. So if that happens again today, if teams continue to play off of Westbrook, he's going to give you some more rebounding opportunities, especially without Kawhi Leonard today. So I love the 5.5 rebounds on Westbrook, 23.5 over on Wagner, 21.5 over on Porter, 6+ assists Jamal Murray, and 11 rebounds plus on Jokic. That's it. You can put some insurance on it if you wanted to. But otherwise, have fun with it. Take out the picks that you don't like. Make some of your own picks if you want to. But best of luck tonight. If you wanted to sign up with Underdog, once again, you can use my code PROCESS, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all next time.